These exercises are for 1 week or after your hip replacement surgery. If there are any conflicts with the precautions you were given after your surgery, they'll be noted up on screen. Make sure you know which type of hip replacement surgery you had or any precautions that you have, whether it was anterior through the front, posterior through the back, or if you were given what's called trochanteric precautions, which would prohibit you from doing the side kicks, which happens to be our first exercise. So let's go over that. So the first exercise is standing side kicks, which you want to do at your counter, something very stable that you can hold on to. I'm going to be here. I'm going to kick out my surgical leg to the side, not any significant or great degree. What I am going to focus on is making sure my toes stay pointed forwards and I'm not rotating them out like so. All right, so just straight in front of me, whatever comfort I can handle. Do about 2 sets of 10 reps. So you do 10, take a break, do 10 more, do that 2 to 3 times a day. You can repeat on the other leg, so now I will be kicking my non-surgical leg out. What that will do is challenge the weight bearing of my surgical leg and strengthen it that way. Only if you're ready for that. If that feels like it's too much off the bat, you can just kick the surgical leg out for that 2 sets of 10. The next exercise is standing back kicks, which is very similar to the standing side kicks. Same idea, I'm gonna be nice and upright, holding onto the counter, kick straight backwards with my surgical leg. I'm gonna shoot for about 2 sets of 10 here as well. And then if I feel ready to, I can do kicks with my non-surgical leg, holding weight onto my surgical leg, as long as it follows the precautions of your surgery. Chances are if you had an anterior hip replacement, you're being told to prohibit or limit your hip extension, which is what this is. So I would hold off on doing that until you're told to. You are released from the precautions by your doctor. Next, we have standing hamstring curls. The nice thing about this is that there's typically never any precautions against it. So all you're gonna do, standing at the counter again, you're going to kick that surgical leg, bending the knee back up. Think about trying to get your heel to your butt, whatever you can manage. You should feel a nice pull in the front here, especially if you're early on after surgery and still swollen. Eventually it will transfer to feeling like you're using your hamstrings back here. That's the real goal. That may take some time though as you recover after surgery. 2 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times a day. Finally, we have mini squats, which you'll also do at the counter. Now this is only going to about 45 degrees, which doesn't really break any precautions that I've ever seen. I have seen doctors say not to do squats to past 45 degrees, but this motion is important for if you're going to be able to sit down in a chair with control. So it's good to do these even if you were given a precaution of not squatting more than 45 degrees. Here at the counter, I want my feet about shoulder width apart. And then what I'm gonna do from here is bend my hips and my knees. Now, if you can see my back angle here, I am slightly forward. I'm not hunched over like this, but right here, this is not going to break any precautions for my hip, but I am using these muscles and getting it so that I can actually simulate like I'm about to sit in a chair, right? People don't sit in chairs like this. They sit in chairs like this, not breaking any precaution here. See, this is not anywhere near 90 degrees, so don't worry about that. For this one, along with the other ones, shoot for about 2 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times a day, all within your tolerance. If any of these exercises give you a particular amount of pain and you're still early on after surgery, listen to your body and you can hold off on them. There's no mandatory performance of these. Always listen to your body, listen to what your doctor and PT say, and follow along with the guidelines so you can have a great recovery. Thanks for watching, I hope that helped. If you're having trouble sleeping after your hip replacement surgery, go ahead and click on this video that's right in front of my face to learn how to sleep a little bit more comfortably.